Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about the Form W-2 in US payroll. So if you work in the United States or want to understand US payroll and taxes, then you have probably heard about the W-2 form. But what exactly is a W-2? Who receives it? And why is it important during tax season? In today's video, I'll explain the W-2 form in the simplest way possible. So let's get started. What is a W-2 form? A W-2 form is an annual wage and tax statement issued by an employer to employees. It reports total wages earned, taxes withheld, social security deductions, Medicare deductions, and state and local taxes. The employer sends a copy to both employee and the Internal Revenue Services (IRS). This helps the government to verify the employee income and tax paid. Who receive a W-2? If you are an employee working for a company in the US, you usually receive a W-2 form from your employer. Employees usually receive a W-2 if they work for private companies, retail stores, restaurants, corporate offices, factories, hospitals, or schools. If taxes are deducted directly from your paycheck, you will most likely receive a W-2. Who does not receive a W-2? Independent contractor and freelancer generally do not receive a W-2. Instead, they may receive a 1099 form. For examples, freelancer designers, independent consultants, self-employed workers, and gig workers. So for that 1099, I will prepare a separate video for you. But in this video, we will purely discuss about the W-2 form. So when do you receive it, this W-2 form? Employers usually send W-2 forms before 31st of Jan each year for the previous year tax year. For example, your 2025 income details are generally sent by Jan 2026. Why W-2 is important? W-2 is important because it helps employees to file tax returns, claim refunds, verify yearly income, apply for loans, apply for visas or immigration process, maintain payroll records. Bank and financial institutions may also ask for W-2 forms during home loans, car loans, credit card approvals. And why is it called W-2? The W stands for wage information. The form is part of payroll tax reporting used in the United States tax system. Main information included in a W-2. So first of all, employees' information is included in the W-2 form. That employee information includes employee name, address, and SSN, social security number. Second thing is employees information, the same thing, company name, EIN, employer identification number, and employer's address. Third thing is total wages. This section shows total taxable wages earned during the year. For example, salary, bonuses, overtime. Fourth one is federal income tax withheld. This shows how much federal tax was deducted from employee paychecks during the year. And same for the social security tax. Employers deduct social security taxes from employer wages. This amount appears separately on the W-2. Medicare tax is also same as social security tax. Medicare deductions are also shown separately. These taxes support healthcare programs in the US. Now the seventh point is state tax information is included as well. If applicable, the form also includes state wages, state income tax withheld. What happens if you lose your W-2? If you lose your W-2, you can ask your employer for another copy, access payroll portals, contact the IRS if needed. What if there is a mistake in W-2? Sometimes mistakes happen, such as wrong social security number is recorded in the W-2, incorrect wages mentioned in the W-2, wrong tax amounts are mentioned. In such cases, employers issued a corrected form called W-2C. But before issuing the W-2C, employer has to void the previous one, the W-2 original form. W-2 copy explained. So W-2 copy, for example, I'll show you the next slide that what is so this is the W-2 form, and there you can see box number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll explain about those boxes as well, that what we have to record into it. So discussing from the first box, box 1, it includes wages, tips, other compensation, your taxable income including pay, salary, bonuses, tips will be recorded into box 1 after pre-tax deductions. Pre-tax deductions refers to the medical deductions. Box 2. So box 2 includes federal income tax withheld. Federal tax is already taken from your paycheck. So if you look over your paycheck, it will show the federal income tax, or you can call federal withholding tax, social security of employee, social security, Medicare of employee, and state withholding of employee as well. So those will be shown into W2 box. Now discussing about the box 3, it includes social security wages, income subject to social security taxes. Box 4, social security tax withheld. It includes social security tax deducted from your pay. So don't confuse for box 3 and box 4, because box 3 will include the total wages on which social security will be charged, and on box 4, social security, how much social security have been charged on box 3 amount. Same for the 5 and 6 box. In box 5, wages will be mentioned on which Medicare tax will be deducted, and box 6, Medicare taxes which are deducted from your pay are mentioned. Box 7, social security tips reported, those tips tax for social security, the tips given by employer to employee on which the tax will be applicable. Box 8, extra tips assigned by employer. So next we have mentioned the information as well. Yes, when reported tip income appear low than expected, these tips may need to be separately reported while filing taxes. These are not included in box 1. Rest regular tips will be recorded in box 1. So if you are working in a restaurant, so you normally get the tips. That is included in your wages as well. But sometimes the tips appears low than expected. For example, the expected tips were 6,000 but received is 4,000. So the extra 2,000 will be contributed by the employer, and that 2,000 will be recorded separately in your W2 on box 8, and those are subject to charge that as taxes as well. Box 9 is unused. I haven't used that box or haven't seen filled out this box as well. I have always seen this box blank. Okay, discussing about the box 10. It shows dependent care benefit provided by the employer, such as daycare assistance or dependent care FSA contributions. These benefits may help employees save tax on child care expenses. So sometimes employees go to child care to drop his child while he is going to job. So for those expenses, employers contribute some part, and that will be recorded here in box 10. Box 11, payments received from non-qualified deferred compensation plans where employee postpone receiving part of their salary until a future date. It totally depends on the employee. If you want to defer his salary, that he will receive that salary part later on after this financial year or tax year. So that amounts will be included in this box 11. Box 12. Box 12 includes codes and special benefits. Box 12 in the W2 form shows different type of compensation benefit and deductions using special IRS codes. Each item appears with a letter code and an amount. For example, code D is for 401k retirement contribution. Letter code DD, employer sponsored health insurance cost. Code W, HSA contribution. Code C, taxable life insurance over $50,000. Code AA, Roth 401k contributions. Code J, non-taxable sick pay. This 401k HSA contribution that we will cover in a separate video. So these are the copies. So if you look over the W2 form that I have downloaded from the IRS website, but if you look over the W2 form, you will find almost 6 pages, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you will find 6 pages in one form. So we will discuss that how to use those forms, those copies. So first page will be copy A, as at the bottom you can see copy A for Social Security Administration. So This copy A sent by the employer to the SSA, Social Security Administration. Government uses it to track employee wages and taxes, usually printed in red ink for official scanning. The second one, copy 1, at the bottom you will find the code of the each form. So this is copy 1. This is used for state, city or local income tax reporting. Employer submits this copy to the respective tax department. Helps state or local authorities track employee wages and tax withheld. Third one is copy B, given to the employee. This is used by the employee to file the federal tax return. It shows total wages earned and federal tax withheld. This is submitted to the IRS along with the tax return by the employee. It helps calculate tax refund or tax due. Copy C, kept by the employee for personal records, used for future reference and income verification. It is helpful while applying for loans, visas or financial documents. Then copy 2, it is mandatory if state local tax applies. Use employee's state or local tax return used by employee to file with state or local taxes, to file state and local taxes. The copy D, mandatory for employer. Employer keep it for payroll records and audits. Helps maintain tax documentation history. This part, copy D, will be saved by the employer at his end or her end for the record purpose. So that's it in this video. I hope this video will be helpful for you, and I'll come back with the next video with a new topic. Till then, bye bye and thank you.